Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Michael's Corner. Tonight, I will be interviewing Ethan Matthews. Now, before I bring on my guests, I would like to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of my favorite podcasts. The first is the State of Pro Wrestling podcast. And you can follow my friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And my final shout out that I want to give out to is Discuss Pro Wrestling. It's a Facebook group page, so send your requests to join the group page because I'll be posting my content over there as well. So, without further ado, let's not waste any time. I'm going to bring on my guests. Sure.
Hey, what's going on, Michael?
Hello, how's it going?
Doing great, man. How are you doing?
I am doing good. Sorry I was a little bit late. I was watching Impact Wrestling.
Oh, how was
And
that? How was that?
it's going it's going good so far. It's a good show. Now I have
It's
it on my DVR. So I'm going to
am I
watch.
losing you here, Michael?
Huh? Yep.
I think we're good. Are we good here?
Yep, we're good.
All right, cool.
So as I was saying, um Impact Wrestling is good. I am recording it on my DVR, so I'm going to watch the rest of it after I'm done interviewing you.
Oh, perfect. What's your favorite thing on Impact Wrestling right now, Michael?
My favorite right now is the Knockouts division.
Oh, okay.
I'm really liking their Knockouts division. Diana Perazzo. Oh my God. She's young and she's
Sure.
already a two-time knockouts champion. And Gail Kim came out to the ring last week and told Diana, you're going to defend that knockouts title at Slammiversary against a mystery opponent.
Oh, there you go.
So I'm thinking, I kept on thinking it's Awesome Kong. It's Awesome Kong
That'd be awesome,
because
right?
yeah,
Fun.
it could be either Awesome Kong or Tessa Blanchard. It could be one of those two women. So
Tessa Blanchard would be awesome. That'd be cool to see.
yeah,
I haven't been watching much Impact for quite some time, but Sam Beal is over there. Keep pop. Plug.
hmm hmm and I also too, I like this W Morrissey. He's big and
Oh,
tall
sure.
guy, big cast. Oh my
Yeah,
God. He's just killing it.
he got in great shape too.
He's in great shape, man. I mean, after what happened to him, he's fully recovered from his addiction. And when he returned, he was kind of, not in shape enough. But when
Sure.
he returned, oh my God, this dude, he's in great shape.
Well, and it's just good to see somebody like getting themselves back into a good place in life, altogether,
Hmm.
the physical mentality of anything, seeing somebody mentally become healthy again is great.
Yes, yes. So, yeah. So let's get on with this interview.
Yeah, I guess I've just been interviewing you about Impact Wrestling for the past 5 minutes.
Now I gotta interview you. So, so my first question to you is, how did you get your start in wrestling?
So that's, man, do you want the long version of that story or the shorter one?
We could go long.
So I mean, like, I guess, like so many of us, I grew up watching wrestling. I mean, so many of
Hmm.
my earliest memories are of wrestling. I had my cousin Ryan was, really into wrestling, and probably got myself and my brothers into it as well. So I mean, I remember, watching wrestling in like the New Generation era. Your
Hmm.
classic like, '94 Bret Hart, Owen Hart matches and stuff like that. Um, and was really into wrestling, like basically through my early teens. And then you know how it goes, like people get out of things, they find different interests and things like that. I stopped watching wrestling for a good, I'd say maybe 7, 8 years probably.
Okay.
And then I would have been about 20 years old. So 10 years ago, I started playing flat track roller derby.
Hmm.
Playing roller derby for about like 5 or 6 years, and then the team that we had out here in Green Bay had then eventually folded. Not enough guys, not enough interest, and I started talking to Cujo,
Hmm.
and man, like there's local independent wrestling, like be like think about that, think about that. At the same time, there's this guy that I was working with, Mark Tuttle was his name,
Okay.
and he would do stagehand work for WWE when they would come into town and stuff. Help set
Hmm.
up all the stage work and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
he was so into it. And we'd be working together. He spend like 12 hours a day in a work van with a guy. Like you get talking about whatever and everything. So,
Hmm.
man, like you gotta watch it. You gotta like it's on Hulu. Check out the WWE. Watch Raw. Watch Raw.
Hmm.
So man, was this summer 2015? I think was like Cena versus Rollins.
Okay.
Maybe it was 2016. It doesn't matter. But regardless, I tuned in and I watched Seth Rollins break John Cena's nose.
Hmm.
And it was incredible to me. And then I watched the following week, and Seth Rollins comes out. Wearing the never shuts up, you can't see me T-shirt,
Yeah.
and it was hook, line, and sinker. They got me. They got me, man.
Hmm.
And so I start watching, more and more, more and more, and I see guys that are, my size, if not smaller, doing well. Well,
Hmm.
hell, I can. And never in my life had I thought that like potentially I could be a professional wrestler. I never thought that that was an actual realistic dream or goal.
Hmm.
Here we are. At that time I was 24, 25 years old, depending
Hmm.
like, what year it actually was.
Hmm.
I mean, man, like, yeah, why not? Why not? And I dragged my feet for quite a bit. and I would see Cujo, at roller derby games. So
Mm-hmm.
now I want to go even further. My girlfriend is actually teammates with Cujo's wife,
Yeah.
and so we'd see each other monthly. And be like, oh man, like he was trying to get me to train at one camp. He's like, oh man, you make the call? You make the call yet? No, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then it finally boiled down to one month. We got together and a couple of adult beverages, a lot of talking later. And like if you really are thinking about doing it, Hornswoggle's got a camp.
Mm-hmm.
Huge message. Yeah, I think they've got a new camp starting like sometime soon. And yeah, somehow I was, just crazy enough to decide to decide to make that call. And I mean, it was maybe like 6 months from starting watching wrestling again to actually like reaching out to a camp, ACW Wisconsin, in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and pursuing the dream of wearing some tights and being a professional wrestler.
Okay. So that's wonderful. That's a great story, So my next question to you is this. Now I'm gonna humble you a little bit. So during my interview with Damon Knight, now this was at the National Federation of Wrestling show. This was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Hey, what year was this, Michael? This is years ago. You can't bring up old news like this. Come on now.
Can I finish? You didn't let me finish. This is my show. I call the shots around here. Now let me finish my question. Now I say 3 years ago at National Federation of Wrestling, I interviewed Damon Knight.
Yes.
And this was in, I believe this was in 2017 or 18.
Oh, jeez.
And I was interviewing Damon Knight.
Yes.
And you, my friend, interrupted my interview with Damon Knight. Now, I need to know what the hell was going on your mind when you decide to get up and interrupt my interview.
Well, I mean, I want to preface this with saying that it was years ago. I'm a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, at the time, I was in the middle of, you might call it a blood feud with Damon Knight. And down the hill, I mean, I was maybe 100, 200 feet away. I heard my name come out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna besmirch my name when I'm not even there to say anything about it, well, you bet that I'm gonna walk myself up that hill and say something about it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I did. It didn't get like too crazy. I mean,
yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like that's more than anything is why that happened is that you hear your name come out of another man's mouth in such a way you got to defend yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. I hear what you're saying, but remember what I told you, because you know what, at that time I didn't know who you were,
Yeah, it was one of the first times we met, I think.
It was the first times I seen you. You just marched right up there, interrupt my interview, and I put you in your place.
To be fair, I don't know that I knew that you were doing the interview. I just heard my name like 2-3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say that you was young and naive. Let me play like that.
I don't know about like young and naive, but
Well, you was being naive. That's all. I so now my next question to you is this. We're gonna talk about your ring gear. We're gonna talk about your ring gear.
I
Uh,
mean, which ones?
your ring gear, dude. We gotta talk
Yeah,
about
but
your
like, which
ring gear.
ones? I wear different things.
Well, you wore. Well, I heard that you and Maverick Bone won the titles, and you wore this. Oh my God.
Firstly, don't call him by his full name. He doesn't like that much. Call him Matt.
Oh God. Oh whatever. He can
I'm
just.
the only one that's
He
allowed to
can.
call him
He can
Maverick.
message me and he can put me in his place.
Michael. I'm the only one that's allowed to call him Maverick.
Oh my God.
Matt. The rest of you plebs call him Mav. But as
Oh
it
my
were, yes, he
God.
did win the ICW Tag Team titles for the third time just last month.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, so you were talking about ring attire things and
Yeah,
ICW
there you
championships.
go again, being naive. I'm asking you a question, and I'm talking about your ring gear.
Yeah,
You wore your. It's like a jeans ring gear.
oh, so it's the denim ones. Okay, it's the denim ones. Okay, gotcha.
The
Yeah. I
denim
love denim.
ones.
They're great, right?
Yes, I'm giving you a compliment. They're
Thank
great,
you.
and I want to know who made them for you. Because they're great. They did a great job.
I
Whoever
actually
made
found those on the interwebs for very cheap.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I might have paid 30 American dollars. Yep. Yep. Found those on the internet. They're very cheap. It,
Okay.
perhaps revealing, but very cheap.
Yep. Yeah.
So I guess it's one of those. It's dissimilar to like ladies' bathing suits, where they get so expensive and it's so little fabric. Instead, it was again it's so little fabric, but pretty cheap. I was very happy with it.
Yep. And about Maverick, you know, I can he can message me on Facebook, and I like to humble him as well because I used to joke about him all the time
I
when
don't.
he gets his ring gear from Walmart. And I'm not afraid to call his ass out, you know?
I don't know that you could possibly humble my tag partner. I don't know if there's a humble in that body,
Oh
but
my God, here we go again. You see, I like giving him hell. I like to give your tag team partner hell. That's
I
just
think that's how most people feel. I feel.
yep, yep,
Yeah,
and
I think that's a general consensus.
yep. Now, on to my next question, shall we? On
Sure.
to
What do
my
you got?
next question. If it was up to you, who would you like to face in the ring? And it cannot be me because I'm just an interviewer, and that's just it.
I mean, you'd kick my butt, right?
Oh my God.
But no, I
Just
mean,
tell me
like
who you
physically
want
though.
to
Like
face
no,
in the
I
TNA,
mean,
please.
you would like physically try to kick me in the buttocks is what I mean.
Ah,
Like I don't mean that
shut
like you would
up,
actually win.
dude.
I don't
I
mean that
just
you would win.
asked a
I just mean that
simple
you try to kick
question.
my buttocks.
I asked a simple question. I said, if it were up to you, who would you like to face in the ring?
So on like the local kind of a scale, like in the greater Midwest kind of an area. Um, Derek St. Holmes is number one. I need a match with Derek St. Holmes.
Okay.
Uh, and then going right along with that, I would love to have a match with the Marman, Mario Antonio Crivello. I would love to actually see a tag team match between myself and Mav Boone, the Luxurious Ones, against the team of Riley Jackson and Letty Cruz.
Okay.
NDS, I'm sure you're familiar. Little Minnesota Wisconsin matchup there. We both like to have a good time, like to party a little bit too much, but probably have some fun in the ring together. Beyond that, like, yeah, if you want to start talking about like like a large like national or global kind of the scale, like we start getting a little interesting. I would like to wrestle Damian Priest. I would love to wrestle Finn Balor. I would love to wrestle Adam Cole. I would love to wrestle so many. Like that's the thing. Like you get into that national scale, and there's so many top tier performers. Realistically, Michael, I'd love to wrestle anyone that I feel is going to challenge me, make me a better performer.
Yeah, and we all know that Adam Cole sucks. He's a heel.
I love Adam Cole. I love Adam Cole. He's such a great performer.
I'm just saying. I like Adam Cole, but he can shoot his mouth off too much. Because when he starts talking bad about somebody's family, you're taking it to a new low. And that's not okay in my book.
I don't know. I mean, at a certain point, you start playing that mental game of chess, and sometimes you have to go places that other people wouldn't necessarily go, and that might be what makes it more effective.
So, all right.
Also, with that, the more that I think in the question, I would love to wrestle Joseph Schwartz or Schwartzy. I believe that he's much more so referred to as Schwartzy over at Flophouse Pro Wrestling. That's one that, again, like similar to that, like Derek St. Holmes match and that Norman match that is right on up there for
me. Okay. So, so my next question to you is this. So when you're not wrestling, what do you like to do on your spare time?
I don't have much of it.
Okay.
But I enjoy frisbee golfing.
Okay.
Like one of my favorite things is if I get into a town early, is boom, whip out the phone. Where's the nearest frisbee golf course? Just go chuck some plastic as hard as I can and try to put it into a basket with chains. And it's a free activity too. I mean, who doesn't love free recreational activities? See, I enjoy doing that. I also enjoy, roller skating, obviously.
Okay.
My background.
All right.
And more than that, like again, like I don't have much spare time. It's usually work, gym, wrestle.
Yeah.
I love cooking. I mean, I guess like that's.
Oh, I just got done doing that.
What did you make?
What do you mean? What I mean? I said I just got done cooking. I just got done cooking a meal before you messaged me, and it's like
what did you make?
Yeah, it's like, and I told you I will let you know when I was ready, and I told you that I was ready.
But what did you have? What did you make?
I made some chicken. I made some baked chicken. So
you got vegetables with that. You gotta get some broccoli with that or something, man.
yeah, I should. Well, I ate French fries, so it's okay.
Do spuds and starches count as vegetables?
Well,
I don't know. I was never very good at the food pyramid. I don't know how all that works.
we're not gonna get into that tonight. That's gonna be a lot of subject for a
That's
lot of
next
time.
time. Next
That,
time when you invite me back onto the show.
huh?
Next time when you invite me back onto the show, we're gonna talk about the food pyramid.
Well, yeah.
No, it's already on. No, the head is off. It's on. It's on. We're gonna do a whole thing, and then
Uh,
if you turn it upside down, is it more of a reverse funnel, or is it still a pyramid?
oh my God. Now you're taking me to school.
I got the magic school bus. Call me Miss Frizzle.
Yeah.
For the
Oh,
record, that show was awesome. If you ever like watched like little like screen caps of that show, like she was benching like 450, like closed grip, no arch in her back and stuff. I mean, pretty insane if you ask me. Beyond anything else that happened on that show. Anyway,
anyhow, moving on, dude. Oh my God. So, are you into the UFC? The Ultimate Fighting. You know that
so
kind of
okay, in its heyday, in its beginning, I absolutely loved the UFC. Um, you look at like stuff like UFC one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the original UFC where it was so unknown to everybody. Nobody knew what mixed martial arts was supposed to be. And
Mm-hmm.
you had Chris Gracie come in with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and nobody in the rest of the world had ever seen Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and just
Mm-hmm.
proceeded to dominate. Finals of UFC one is Ken Shamrock, who was one of my favorite wrestlers in the 90s. Just throwing it
Mm-hmm.
out. Good little run, too. IC title holder, tag titles with Bossman. Did some good work. Um. Anyway, yeah, so, boom, UFC 1. And again, you didn't have weight classes. It was one tournament in an evening. Who is the ultimate fighter? Didn't matter what style you were, what style you were a practitioner of, I guess at that point. Didn't
Mm-hmm.
matter how big you were. It was, let's see who's the baddest dude in this house. And that was amazing to me. And so, I was into UFC at like in the early stages, the beginning. I think my favorite mixed martial arts practitioner, or whatever you want to say, ever is probably Chuck Liddell. Like that's when I was into it. Was like Chuck Liddell versus Tito Ortiz. And
Okay.
oh man, it was maybe like what, like 2004, 2005? I don't know.
Okay.
And I think when I decided that I just like didn't care for it anymore was around the time of like Anderson Silva.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember just like getting so fed up with Anderson Silva not necessarily like trying to win fights as much as he was like toying with people and dancing around, not losing fights.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, sure, like looking back on it all, hindsight 2020, great strategy, good for you, but it just wasn't interesting to me anymore. And so I remember being out at like bars in Green Bay one night.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like my birthday, actually. Yeah, it was my birthday. The night that Anderson Silva broke his leg on that one leg kick. I don't know if you remember that.
No,
So similar to like what happened, like the other weekend with Conor McGregor. But I think like Anderson Silva had like kicked somebody and like got checked, with the leg, and his leg bent like rubber. It was so disgusting. And yeah, it was like, yeah, that's what you get, I guess. And then yeah, I was like, like not so much interested into the UFC and mixed martial arts in general after that. I thought about doing it for a while, but like I got a pretty face, you know, like I can't really afford to mess that up. It's kind of like the only thing that pays my bills.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Didn't disagree. See, hey, America, Michael Pam did not disagree. I got a pretty face.
no, I did not disagree.
He did not disagree.
Nope. But but like I said, you are improving in the ring.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I've seen some of your matches on YouTube and whatnot. You're getting pretty damn good. I
Michael,
will give you that. I'll give you that.
You need to make your way to the Milwaukee land area and come see like some ICW, see some BCW or something like that.
I wish I could. I wish I could, but only if, like if I have a ride or, stuff like that, It's like, because no Uber or Lyft is going to take me there to Wisconsin and whatnot. So, like, if I can just,
yeah.
It all depends on, if I get transportation. I would love to go out there and see.
Can you imagine? Like, that's probably like what, like 4 or 5 hours for you, right? Like, be an expensive lift.
Yeah, that'll be expensive.
Yeah.
And Lyft and Uber does not go that far out. So
I mean, are you sure though?
I am positive.
I haven't really used the rideshare apps that much. I haven't, so I don't know. Like,
Yeah, but it's like
expensive, but you probably could.
I probably could, but it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg.
You give me $500, I'll come pick you up, drive you to a show, drop it back off, and then drive home. $500.
Oh my God! let me get all caught up with bills, and I'll get back to you.
Check Spirit Air. I don't know.
But anyways, I would love to come down there. It's like for right now, I'm gonna focus on the Minnesota wrestling scene.
Oh sure, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
I want to focus on that right now because I love MIW, Minnesota Independent Wrestling.
Yeah.
Terry Fox is the owner. Oh yes. My God, he puts on great shows, man.
I was there one time. Oh man, was that 2-3 years ago? I wrestled Chris Jordan.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
he's actually from Green Bay. He's from. Oh yeah, maybe not like from Green Bay, but like he's from the area, I guess. I have the soft spot for my homeland.
Yeah, and also too. Have you heard of Midwest All-Star Wrestling?
Oh, of course.
Yep, that's my favorite promotion to go to. They also put on great shows. I'm getting ready. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to their show next month because they have a show that is sold out. It's on the day after my birthday.
Oh, nice.
So hell yeah! It's like it's in Stillwater, and I brought my ticket like last month or 2 months ago. So I'm gonna go to that show.
Nice.
And
awesome.
And one more thing, have you heard of Steel Domain Wrestling?
Oh, absolutely.
You heard of that? Oh my God, they put on great shows as well. I mean,
well, and that's the thing about like wrestling right now is that it's just not only is it's a great time to be a wrestler, but it's such a great time to just be a fan of wrestling.
It is
There's so much great wrestling everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
And
anywhere you look, especially Midwest, you've got so many great promotions in Minnesota where you are. You've got a handful of great promotions in Wisconsin. Obviously, we've got so much going on in Illinois. Get over to Michigan. You've got
someone asked you a question. One of my friends actually asked you a question. Where are you from, Ethan?
so I'm based out of Green Bay currently.
Okay.
Is like where I currently stay. Like this, the air behind me is Green Bay air.
Mm-hmm. So anyhow, yeah. Uh so yeah, so Steel Domain is a great wrestling promotion as well. Great wrestling action, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then one more thing I want to bring up is American Wrestling Federation. Tony DiNucci is the owner of that promotion.
Oh, sure, sure.
Oh my God. Uh, I tell you, I watch episodes of his shows on YouTube.
So like that's where like the program is the thing, right? Like Cal Pro and
Mhm.
right?
Yep. Kyle Pro is the AWF heavyweight champion right now. He's killing it, man. I'm telling you, this dude he's a great wrestler. I mean,
That's good.
he's
Like how
got he has gotten so much better in the ring.
oh, I mean, like, you can tell like he's working hard, man. He's looking good.
Oh my
He's working
God.
hard.
I mean, he is just a workhorse. I mean, I've been a
Cal, you see this? Hi.
huh?
Oh, I was just saying hi to Cal when he eventually sees this.
Yeah,
Because he watched
yeah,
this
you'll
video
probably
this
see
far,
this.
see me waving.
Yeah, yeah, yes, but anyways, he's just killing it right now. I mean, he's in great shape. I've been a fan of his since day freaking one.
I enjoy me some Cal, bro.
Uh,
He's
everybody should join some Kyle Pro, man. I mean, I interviewed him twice now,
oh good, good.
and you know something else? I kind of spoiled the news. I'm gonna
What?
actually interview him in September
Oh, perfect.
when Steel Domain comes back to the Bloomington Event Center in Bloomington, Minnesota. So
Yeah.
once that show comes back, that's that's who I'm gonna interview. And I just spoiled the news right there.
Well, no, it's not a
Anything
spoiler.
can
This is the
happen.
announcement. This is
And
the
you know
official
something?
announcement, Michael.
You know
Official
something,
announcement. This is why
Ethan?
you tune into the video.
You know something? Anything can happen on Michael's Corner. I can
Anything
feel,
can happen.
and I say, you know something? You know, I've been doing this for about, holy shit, almost 8 years that I've been
Jesus.
doing this. I'm interviewing wrestlers, and ever since that, I interview some of the greatest indie indie pro wrestlers in both Minnesota and Wisconsin.
I forget. Did you get you got Jimmy Jacobs that one night, right?
Huh?
You got Jimmy Jacobs that one night,
Hell
right?
yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And I also have the Honky Tonk Man. I
Oh, really? I
interviewed
didn't know you got Conky. That's awesome, bro.
I interviewed him. So yes, and there's somebody else who I interviewed. Um well maybe that's about maybe yeah, it's like if you go back to my when you go on my YouTube channel, I have a
Yeah.
playlist of all the Michael's Corners that I did. all the episodes I did. When you go to Michael's Corner playlist, you'll see all the episodes, and that's what.
YouTube is a wonderful thing.
Yep. But I wish we can add Mav to the. I wish he could join us tonight, but unfortunately, he has. Who knows? Oh my God, he's probably shopping at Walmart trying to get a best wrestling gear.
No, Mav has important basketball business to attend to.
I joke about. I know. I'm just joking. You know. I say he's
Important basketball business.
okay.
It's important. Bucks are in the finals, baby.
Yeah, you gotta watch the NBA finals. And
But you're cheering for the Bucks, right? You're cheering for the Bucks, right? I might have to hang up if you're cheering for the Suns.
I don't know who I'm cheering for.
What do you mean you don't know who you're cheering for? What do you mean you don't know who you're cheering for?
I don't follow NBA that much.
Right? Come on.
Oh, my friend asked you a question. It's like, are the wrestlers required to get vaccinated?
I mean, as far as I know, nobody's really checking, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, we don't know.
I mean, maybe on like larger scale promotions, like maybe I'd assume that WWE is probably like.
Yeah, WWE, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor.
Are requiring vaccinations?
Huh?
Are requiring vaccinations?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't even too until now. But as far as any pro wrestlers go, no, it's up to the wrestlers if they want to get vaccinated or not.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I've been working. I mean, all sorts of shows I've been wrestling on for months. Since vaccines have been out, and I don't think I've been asked a single time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah. So. Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah.
It's. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like you're really not supposed to ask people like that. I guess.
I mean.
You're not supposed to ask. I don't know.
It's
a whole weird thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just you're right. It's a weird thing to ask. You know what I mean?
About the pandemic that we're like hopefully coming through. I don't know.
But all that matters now. You will agree with me when I say this. But all that matters is that wrestling is back. Wrestling.
I don't know. All that matters, but it's awesome that it is.
Yeah, because what we've been dealing with for a year and a half, dude, with all the shutdowns and whatnot due to the pandemic and whatnot. So,
I mean, in truth, Wisconsin was shut down for like 3-4 months.
Yeah,
I've been back to wrestling for over a year. Like realistically, I mean, I'll be that guy that puts it out there. Like I've been wrestling for the past
year. So, okay. I'm gonna ask you one final question, and then I'll send you your way.
Final Jeopardy.
Yeah. Just so if you wasn't a wrestler right now, let's just say that if you decide not to wrestle anymore, what would you be doing right now if you decide, you know what, I'm just gonna hang up my boots and call it a career?
At this point, I think that I would probably stay involved
Mm-hmm.
at every level. This is what I do now. This is what my friends do. This is where I see my friends. This is
Mm-hmm.
my social circle. I work 45 to 60 hours a week to be able to go and do this. I don't necessarily envision life detached from this right now. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, and if my body were to fail today or in 10 years, I would be a manager. Or if I couldn't do that, I would try to be a ring announcer or a referee
Or you
or
can,
the guy
or
that
you
does the sound system or something
can,
like that. I think that if I had to stop wrestling today, I would still be involved in wrestling in
yeah,
some way, shape, or form, no matter what.
yeah. I mean, you can be involved. It's like you can still be involved. If like for me, perhaps I am just a fan, an interviewer. Michael's Corner's been a huge success since I started this. Many years ago, and after all the wrestlers that I have interviewed over the years, they they said that they really like Michael's Corner.
No, Michael's Corner is fantastic. It's comfortable.
Yep. And you know something? My show is all about, you know, just be you. Just be you. And if you really, really want to let something out, just let me know. I'll start the show and you just air out whatever it is that's on your mind.
I was gonna make a joke about farts, but I feel like it goes away too easily.
No, no, people might give me the thumbs down on YouTube and whatnot.
You're talking about airing things out, I mean, like,
Yeah.
is it funnier to just making the joke than actually making the joke? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, because anything can happen on, Michael's Point. I mean, I interviewed the system. I don't know if you
Oh, I
know.
love the system.
Yes, I interviewed the system about a couple years ago, and he was, I don't know if you watched the episode. He was gonna attack Paul Vert. So he went outside and they started fighting.
Oh man,
Hmm.
I haven't seen either of those guys in way too long. If you guys are watching this or get to the watching this, hi.
Yep.
I like both of those guys a lot.
Yeah, me too. I like Paul Vert. I like the system. I like all the guys who have graduated from the academy. The
Yeah,
academy.
again, like since we like cheap plugged a couple of Wisconsin camps, being ACW Wrestling Academy and the Dojo of Pain and Thumper's Den down in Milwaukee. Like, again, Ken Anderson has turned out so many incredible students at the academy. As far as I've heard from so many people, like that's the place to go if you're in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And the thing about it is that Ken Anderson, he's doing a great job teaching these kids the ropes and whatnot, and he's just doing a great job. If anybody who wants to become a and I said this in many interviews, if you want to become a pro wrestler, Check that school out, the Academy School of Pro Wrestling. I'm telling you, they will show you the ropes.
Well, a lot of his students have gone on to do some pretty cool things.
Mm-hmm.
I once tagged with Ken Anderson, and we beat Eric Hammers and your buddy Brock Hall via double sunset flip.
Oh, wow.
It was incredible. Magical moment.
And speaking of Brock Hall, I interviewed him as well. I interviewed him 2 years ago.
And he was probably a lot more rude than I am.
Oh my God. Brock Hall. Oh my God. I like Brock Hall as well, he's but he's a good guy, but when he's a heel, all hell's gonna break loose.
So you mean anytime that you see Brock Hall, all hell's gonna break loose? I mean, like, that's
when he's wrestling. When he's wrestling, all hell's gonna break loose.
Oh no, I mean, like, I've known Brock most of my life, and that's just how he is.
Yeah.
See, like, the sun is setting, Michael, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to make the people see me. And stuff, like, I'm mostly just a shadow person.
Yeah, but
outside
and see me because I'm in my room. I got my lights on.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh man,
you are terrible.
Well, it's summer, baby. We only get so many months of it.
Yeah, it's summertime and it's like
you gotta get outside and enjoy it.
Yeah, you gotta get out. Yeah, so
out here.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing now? Because there we go.
We have light.
Thank God.
I didn't expect it to. I didn't expect it to get so late in the evening. If you would have, been on time, we would have wrapped up 15 minutes ago.
Told you.
Wouldn't have to worry about all this. So I probably can stop messing around with weird Instagram filters. Here we go.
There we go. That's much better.
All right. Again, I got again, you get into looking at it, there's so many different buttons. I've never done an Instagram live, and so I'm not used to seeing.
No, it's your first time. Now you know.
First time.
Now you know. So
I know.
Now the next time you get interviewed by me or whoever wants to interview you, you know exactly what to do now.
Yeah, play with all the filters. Play with all the filters the whole time because they're great. Look how cute I look. I look so. Michael, I'm so cute though. Oh, check this out. Come on.
You're too great.
But I'm just so cute. Look at me. I feel really kind of like this one, right? And it's pretty cool. Can we just
oh my God,
this one the whole time next time?
Yeah,
it's we're a drawing, but we're moving.
Woo! Yeah. Now you can play with all the filters and.
Bro,
whoa!
Michael,
at that.
I should have been doing this the whole time.
Oh my God, that's interesting. Because one of the weathermen did that. I was cracking up so hard. So, oh my God, this is the 80s kind of thing.
I feel like it's probably more like 60s, but we need more weird kaleidoscopic word for it.
Oh my God.
I feel like you're taking too much acid.
This is a great interview. This is a great interview so far.
It's been a fun way to spend an evening. I won't lie, Michael. I've been enjoying myself. But yeah, Instagram filters are a lot of fun.
I got to have you back on here. You make it more
I would love
enjoyable.
to. It's a pleasure to be here, and I would love to come back.
All right. Now, before you leave, um,
Yes.
where can fans follow you on social media so that I can put in the description box on YouTube?
I can be found on Facebook at Ethan Matthews. I can be found on Instagram at Marvelous Matthews. I
Okay.
don't I don't Twitter. I don't tweet.
Yeah, yeah, you don't tweet.
If
Okay. Well,
we're cool, if we're cool, I Snapchat some, but I'm not active on Snapchat by any
yeah,
means.
who gives a shit about that?
I don't know. There's some people that like be on Snapchat all day, man.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm not a huge Snapchat fan either. I rather stick with my Facebook and my Twitter and my Instagram and
I
YouTube.
use I use Snapchat for like, hey, I'm doing some wild stuff at work today. Check out what I have to deal with, friends. I maybe have like 25 friends on Snapchat or something like that, and like it's like people that like I'm actually friends with.
Yeah, and you can tell those 25 people that you know, you're on this interview, you're on the show and whatnot, and it's your first time.
First
It's your,
time, first time being invited.
yeah,
Second time here, first time actually being invited.
yes, yes, and yes. So this is probably your second time.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically speaking.
Yes, technically, because the first
First
time
time,
I didn't, I didn't ask you. The first time because I didn't know who you were.
but I was summoned.
Yes, but the second time though, I asked you. I
Yes.
just wanted to see. I just wanted to wait until you got better in the ring, and you got, now that you're the tag team champions with your tag team partner, Mav. Oh my God, he's gonna
Map is
really.
easier to say. Just say map. It's just easier, man. It's just
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll be interviewing him pretty. I'll be interviewing him like, probably next month. Who knows?
good. Good.
Who knows? Um, okay, I really enjoyed this interview. You made it so
As a,
fun because I gotta admit, um, these past 3 weeks, I lost my coworker. I
you
lost my
what?
coworker unexpectedly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's tough.
It's just so unexpectedly. She was only 67.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's been really, really hard on me these last, 2, 3 weeks. But I just gotta admit, um, you made this really fun, and I really enjoy interviewing you and to
Well,
see
thank you, man.
who you
I really
who you
appreciate hearing.
actually who you are. And I'm getting to know you now as a person,
Sure.
And so I just want to thank you for making this more fun for me because this is why I do my Michael's Corner is it's all about fun, having fun, you know, it allows you Michael's Corner. I allow wrestlers to be themselves, just
Yeah.
be yourself, and if you got anything on your mind, that you want to say, or if you got a plan, you know, if you want to do a little promo, you can let me know, and I can do this show, and you can lay out wherever you want. You can call out any wrestler you want, and I'll be sure that because this is going to be on YouTube, this is going to be
Derek St.
everywhere.
Holmes, wrestle me. Derek St. Holmes, wrestle me. Derek, 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 it's Ethan. Let's
Yeah,
wrestle. Derek. That's my promo. That's all I got.
okay. Well,
That's me calling out Derek St. Holmes. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. Stupid. Let's have
yeah.
some fun.
Well, Ethan, I'm gonna let you get on with your night, and thank you for being on here.
Michael, it's a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me. It's been too long since we've actually seen each other. I hope.
Oh my God,
hope
yes,
well, take
yeah.
care.
It's like it's just been too long, and I'm finally seeing your face for the first time in some of my
Probably at least like 2 years, right?
yeah, 2 years.
It's like
It
Danny
was
was running those shows out by you like 2 years ago, I think, right?
yeah, it was 2 years ago because
Like
it was
Rock and I were taking.
2019 because it was before the pandemic.
Oh, it was definitely before that. Yeah, obviously.
Definitely before that, so it gotta be. So this is actually, I'm just glad I'm seeing your face for the first time.
Thanks, man.
All right. Well, you have a good night, okay?
You as well, sir. God bless. Be well.
All right.
I don't know how you end this.
Oh
First
no, you
time,
got it.
Michael, it's on you. It's first time. I don't know how to end this one.
All right.
You're gonna, like look at my
I
face.
think you have to push the
Do I have
X
to do
on
this
the
thing?
top.
Oh man. Okay, I found it. All right. Well, bye again, Michael.
All right. Oh, so that was a great interview that I did with Ethan Matthews. What a great guy he is. So I will wrap things up for this episode of Michael's Corner. Um, you can follow me on Facebook at Michael's Corner. You can follow me on Twitter at Michael Pam. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Michael's Wrestling Channel. And don't forget when you hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get notified each time I upload a new video on my YouTube channel. Because it's really important to hit that bell notification so you won't miss out on any videos that I post on YouTube. Okay? Well, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Michael's